Stanley says, as a lifelong Lakers fan, we're spoiled, but what should the Lakers be planning for post-LeBron? Is AD the right guy to continue to build around, or should we wait for another superstar? It feels to me like the NBA landscape isn't as easy as a star will just fall into our lap because we're Los Angeles. That's Stanley's last point. What do you think the Lakers should be thinking about right now, Chris? But I would say that they clearly are thinking about post-LeBron.
That's the history of your whole franchise is a star falling into your lap. So enough with that.
But they clearly are thinking about that already. I've reported on this podcast and on The Ringer how they have their sights set for Luka in the future. We'll see if that works out. Dallas just made a finals. Dallas is looking better than ever with their supporting cast. That may not work out. But the Lakers, by not trading their future picks, clearly they're still thinking long-term at this point. They're not going all in like you might expect many teams to do with LeBron James.
You do have AD, and then you're just going to get somebody else to force their way there. The last thing I want to hear about is a worried Lakers fan. I mean, oh, boo-hoo. You had a couple of bad seasons.
Oh, yeah, but here's the thing.
Post-Kobe. Enough already. And then you end up with LeBron in your lap. So, I mean, you're going to end up with another huge superstar.
And then they win the title in 2020, but they haven't since. You could argue, as many have, that this has been an underwhelming LeBron era, in part because of some of the mistakes, including Russell Westbrook, by the Lakers front office, by what Clutch pushed for. So I think you can say that with LeBron James still performing at a top 10 level, still dominating in the Olympics, that the Lakers maybe should feel some urgency, which is why Brian asked a similar question. He says, everyone keeps saying the Lakers need to go for it all and capitalize on surrounding LeBron and AD with championship-level talent. My question is for who? Who can they actually get with their assets? He says it seems it's easy to say they should make a trade, but no one can answer what the returning package should be. And I think that's the issue that the Lakers have really been presented with here. Who has become available that has made complete and total sense to throw all of their future assets at? I don't think that guy has made himself available yet completely. Do you?
Or you don't have to throw all your assets at it. You know what I mean? Like, what is the cost of somebody like a LaVine now? Like, it's nothing.
Yeah, but is LaVine really turning you into that?
Maybe. Better than what you got.
Yeah.
I think LaVine is in that mode of could see Zach LaVine be like one of those guys that has always been, he's been a career loser for that matter, but he's put up a ton of points. He is mega talented. And then it's late in career, falls into a role on a team, and then ends up almost like a super Wiggins. You know what I'm saying? How that happened with him. Like, again, career loser, mega talented, also part of that team for that matter. And then kind of falls into a role where it's like, you end up looking at that guy very differently. Years and years and years ago, there was that documentary. I don't know if you remember that Bad Boys documentary on that team, but they did this whole bit about Mark Aguirre. Mark Aguirre was evidently this malcontent, but he scored 1 million points on this miserable Dallas Mavs team, whatever. And now if I say Mark Aguirre, people say, oh yeah, Bad Boys Pistons, heater off the bench, this kind of guy, whatever. I just think there's going to come a day. Zach LaVine has played in 4 playoff games in his life. It was a sweep against Milwaukee. Okay. And we know he's super talented. I think the destiny for him is we will inevitably see him on a really good team one day, helping a really good team actually win. I think it could probably happen with him. So whether it would be the Warriors or whether it be the Lakers or whether it could be whoever, I haven't given up completely on a guy like that, being able to be a piece in winning, especially not after I saw Wiggins friggin' become the second best player on the Warriors in a title run. So could happen. And so, yeah, I mean, I think there's going to be guys like that come available that you actually don't have to give up a ton of assets in order to get. That's what I'd guess. I think you're maybe dealing in that unless you want to wait on a star that's wants out.